It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. A Thanksgiving tradition continues as the teams are lined up and off we go here in Dallas. Fielded at the 14. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, but you can't do it better than that.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to him. He's got a gain of 6 there. Andrew McCuba attacking to make that stop.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down from the gun. And this opening drive's headed for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the first down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Going all the way to the end zone here. That one is swatted away, incomplete. But there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pickup of 7, and they're going to need similar results now, 2nd and 13.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, a run with Barkley. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense for them.
The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. Caught inside the 10. And a well-timed fake leads to a touchdown. Great work by the offense. They caught him off guard with the fake, and they pulled it off to perfection.
Yeah, they sure did, and this is a call that involves some risk. Listen, you're taking 3 points off the board by just willing to attempt this. And then, well, you got to get great execution by everybody involved. In this instance, well, they all came through to make that call a smart one.
Return coming from the 14. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Third and long for him here. On screen here to Blue. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage. Brock, fourth down coming up.
3-yard loss on the play. It's fourth down.
We're one quarter closer to some turkey as we've reached the end of one on Thanksgiving. 7-3 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. Aubrey puts it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Dory Jackson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Hurts to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Running it after the penalty. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Third down, they need 7. They'll throw, third and long. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Now Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still second down coming up.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Let's see how that last incompletion affects this 3rd down call. Here's a design run. Hurts. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
On first down, Hurts finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They've got first down here from the 36. Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Caught, nice gain left side. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. A play fake now hurts to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Elliott connects there. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drives that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense to the line fast.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run here on 1st down. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Offense to the line. 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
Makes it 3rd and 12.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he could not break beyond the line, so that's how our half's going to end. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Jackson Jackson now to return it. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Oh, there's no question about it. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they face 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. And you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those little short throws, they have high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st down, play action. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a 1st down, too. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Breaks through and breaks away. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at it and go make a point.
Running for the marker on 2nd. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On the give, it's Blue. He's on the move past the 15. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. The penalty makes this 3rd and 2 now. is on 3rd and short. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The give here on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Good. Hey!
Hand off to the back. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
17. Cowboys 6.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. We hear from the pistol. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Working on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll start the drive with blue. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Who gets the handoff? And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
17.
Like the best kickers in this league, he's just keeping on with his job. That's a third now. He's knocked through the uprights. 3 at a time's not going to get it done in this game, though. Eventually, they got to start running him out for some PATs.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Drive starts with an option, right side. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Just one quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Hurts now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles lead by 15 now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll come out throwing. Incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So they let first down stand since it worked out well for them. The penalty declined. That brings up 2nd and 10. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, check. 60 bucks.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football.
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. That one good for a gain of 4. It's second down. Looking quickly here. Now looking to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Air it out on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds it beyond the marker. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Pete, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throw here, third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. So that brings up fourth and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
No touch, 180, 180. No touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Plowing up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Looks like they're going option keeper on first and 10. With a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Handoff on second and short. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's dropped behind the line again, Brock. That's back-to-back plays. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he'll get it up to the 44.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation.
In punt formation for the Eagles.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs. Those are exactly the plays, Kate. The corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He's caught. He's got Lamb. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Throwing it again here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19, go!
Working now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for Dallas 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Working quickly here.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone on 1st. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. McLeod now returning it. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Escapes the pocket.
That is an effort play. I love that by the defense. Corralling the QB behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down when they decide to scramble. What excellent pursuit. Stay on him the entire way.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. Motioning left is their running back. Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. They did it! He made the interception! Deron Bland has it! And the Cowboys have some new life in the fourth!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Goal to go, they're passing. Cut near the goal line. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys down by only 2 in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth.
And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the fourth quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
It's moments like these I remember back to some of the great returners I got a chance to play with, and you could feel it. Before the kickoff even happened, you could feel their energy. They know the moment. They know the magnitude of the return. That guy just captured all of it.
He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a fourth quarter lead. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning in from the 16. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. All right, there's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They go play action on first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys down by 7. Defense nearly just ended this game. Going to be trying to do so again here on second down.
19, 18, go.
He'll look to throw it. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Setting up to pass. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is to throw. On screen here to Blue. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here he is to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Hand off now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. Into the secondary past the 40. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design keeper here for Hurts. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And I know we talked about this in meetings this week, Brock, but I want to bring it to the air now, too. How much is a chance to play on this day, on Thanksgiving, and then to win this game viewed and valued by the guys out there?
Yeah, I think they will say, maybe at the podium afterwards, that it's just any other game, and every win's a win in the NFL. But you know, kind of like primetime games, when the whole country's watching, when your family, your friends, your peers, everybody gets to take this in and celebrate a holiday, yeah, it's very special.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Dallas.